Hello there and welcome back into the course in which we're going to go ahead and use ChatGPT to brainstorm YouTube channel topics. Now, because I'm a Lord of the Rings fan, we're going to actually create a channel about the Lord of the Rings. And we're actually not going to name it the Nerds of the Rings, but we're going to name it something that rhymes with the topic of the Lord of the Rings. Now, this channel here, Nerd of the Rings, if you go inside, this channel has 1 million subscribers at this particular point. I hope there is no video that's going to start playing. Okay, so there is no video, but the thing here is, as you can see, it's 1 million subscribers of people that are actually watching the Lord of the Rings. And these videos, I can show you how you can utilize AI to create these faceless videos, as well as how you can use voice over AI and AI tools, which I'm quite a master of, to create a video, an entire video. We're going to make it a 5-minute video, but you can apply the same strategy to actually create these videos that they have here, which are basically 10-minute, 12-minute videos. So you're about to have a treat. Now, in this particular lecture, first thing is first, what we're going to do, we're going to ask ChatGPT to brainstorm YouTube channel names, possible YouTube channel names for the subject of our YouTube channel. Now, your YouTube channel doesn't have to be a Lord of the Rings related channel. But if you want, you can go and create something about the Lord of the Rings if you want, okay? Now, we'll guide you through the entire process from creating the channel to setting up the channel to creating your first video, which is the short. And then we'll create the second video, which is the big video, the YouTube normal standard video. And we're going to walk you through all of that stuff. But as of now, I want you to go to ChatGPT, to which you will find a link to in the resources of this lecture. It will take you to ChatGPT. Once you are there, you can use either GPT 3.5 or GPT-4. Now, GPT-4 is far more advanced, and it gives you access to image creation with DALL-E 3. It also gives you access to browse the web with Bing, which is a feature that ChatGPT didn't have before having it on the version of ChatGPT 4. Now ChatGPT can browse the web. I've been aware of this for 4 months now, and it can browse the web using Bing and not Google, because Google is actually a competitor of ChatGPT because they have Google Bard, and recently they have released Gemini AI. So, and also GPT-4 gives you access to advanced data analyses, and you have other features as well, such as you've been able to import any kind of file, whether that be an Excel spreadsheet or an image. Whatever type of file you have, you can upload it into ChatGPT and it will know what it is, and you can ask a question regarding that file. Plus, GPT-4 gives you access to plugins, which is a tremendous feature, which gives you access to most of the big websites that you know, such as Canva. You can use it to access Google Sheets. You can use it to access Spotify, to create diagrams, to create videos from just a prompt, to book a trip for you on trip.com, to create a voiceover, to solve complex math equations, to book a restaurant, I would say, seat in using Instacart, or not Instacart, but Kayak and Expedia. And you can also use Instacart to order recipes for food. And the list goes on. If you go to the plugin store, there's just a lot of plugins. If you click on all plugins, you'll find there's a list of 131 plugins at the moment. And in total, in every page, there's 8 plugins. So you can notice that there's more than 1,200 plugins at this particular point that we're talking. And these are big companies that are extending their plugins into ChatGPT. But without that break, if you go to GPT 3.5 right here, you should be able to do the job. If you don't have GPT-4, trust me, I have some workarounds for you, so don't worry. We're going to use Leonardo AI to generate the art that we're going to need. But apart from that, I'm also going to be showing you that DALL-E 3 can be able to do exceptional stuff. And you'll see more of that in the course. But now, let's go ahead, and for a final thing, for people that have access to GPT-4, if you'd like to enable the advanced data analyses and plugins, you have to click here on your name, and then here, click on Settings and Beta, and then here, click on Beta Features and Activate Plugins. Now, the other data controls, such as browsing and data analyses, are activated by default. And besides that, GPT-4 also gives you access to create GPTs. So if I go, for instance, here to click Explore, I've already created 2 GPTs. I'm waiting for the GPT store, to be honest with you, because that's, I think, where the money is at. Now this, don't be fooled, this is not the GPT store, this is just the APRM community. And one more thing, if you'd like to make the most of ChatGPT, use this plugin or this extension called APRM, which you'll be able to download for free, but just make sure it's the right extension, APRM, AIPRM for ChatGPT, and it should have at least at this moment 1 million downloads. If it is less than that, then that's a scam, and that's maybe an extension that they're trying to spy on your computer, or it might have some malware. But without that further ado, let's go ahead and create the name for our brand. So this is how the prompt is going to be. I'm going to say, I am in the process of creating a faceless YouTube channel about the Lord of the Rings. And I want you to create names, or to suggest, that would be better, to suggest possible names for the channel, right? Like the Nerd of the Rings. Now, it's better to give it all the details, like the Nerd of the Rings. I'm going to say suggest at least 10 names, and then we will find the one that we like the best, and we'll go with it. So here it suggested Middle-earth Mysteries, Ringside Tales, Hobbit Lore Hub, Elvish Enigmas, Gandalf's Chronicles, Shire Storyteller, Orcs and Artifacts, Fellowship Fanfare, Tolkien's Treasures, Arda Archives. Now, I would say Middle-earth Mysteries is great, but I would go with Gandalf's Chronicles just because I like Gandalf. And so let's go with Gandalf's Chronicles. So now that we've gone with Gandalf's Chronicles, in the next lecture, I'm going to show you how we can go ahead and generate a logo for our brand using most of the tools that you know. For those of you that don't have access to any pro elements, I'm going to show you how you can use Leonardo AI, which you can use for free. It gives access to 150 credits, which should be enough for you to generate your logo. And as far as people that have access to Midjourney or GPT-4, I'm also going to show you how you can use these tools to create a logo for our YouTube channel. See you in the next lecture.